Questions remain more than 16 months after the attempted assassination of Donald Trump here last summer. Questions about the security and about the young man from Bethel Park who pulled the trigger. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Rice. Tonight, some answers about Thomas Crooks and what led up to the attempt on the president's life. Lauren Linder joins me with that new information. Lauren.
Ken, nearly 1 year ago, a House task force investigating the shooting at the Trump rally released its final report, highlighting failures among the Secret Service and its partners in law enforcement. But it excluded any details about the man who fired the shots and whose motive remains unknown.
I don't know where all this information was and why it couldn't be divulged.
Republican Congressman Mike Kelly chaired the task force investigating the attempted assassination of Donald Trump in Butler. He says when they released their report last December, he knew it was incomplete, but it was what they had.
Well, we were working on very limited time, and we were trying to get answers to the American people. I think the more that they stonewalled us, the more then we thought there's something there that we're not hearing.
He says that stonewalling came from the feds, who he believes could have shared the information we're learning now. In the past several months, CBS News uncovered the shooter, 20-year-old Thomas Crooks, was appearing to lead two lives, revealing emails showing Crooks was applying to transfer to a 4-year engineering program, while at the same time designing a bomb. Now the New York Post is reporting Crooks had a digital footprint, showing an increasing obsession with violence through increasingly radical comments and artwork. The outlet says their sources discovered several email addresses linked to Crooks and used them to find accounts connected to him on various online platforms, including YouTube, Snapchat, PayPal, Discord, Chess.com, Quora, and DeviantArt, a social network known for sharing fan art. It describes his online activity goes back to his time in high school, with his posts being almost exclusively pro-Trump, while he also made a number of violently anti-Semitic comments and racist remarks about Hispanic immigrants. But in 2020, his thoughts on Trump seemed to switch, with comments on his disappointment of Trump's handling of the pandemic. That's when the outlet says he looked up how to fire an AR-15 as fast as possible, as well as how to make a fertilizer bomb and a Molotov cocktail. The New York Post also obtained video, it says, is of Crooks with a gun in his bedroom.
The American people can't handle the truth. What they can handle is being lied to.
Congressman Kelly says members and staff of his task force are interested in reviewing these new revelations.
I do believe that on that day in Butler, Pennsylvania, everything that took place, in the ultimate what took place, none of it had to happen.
And Kelly says on the Secret Service, he has faith they'll get these answers as they continue to have greater conversations with the agency. The White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt also addressed the new details to the New York Post on a podcast, saying she believes the president and the American public also want these questions answered. Ken, back to you.